I gotta say, even though this chapter wasn't amazing or anything like that, it was still way fucking better than the last chapter. I'm sorry, friendship Nakama power ripoff style, I don't know. Naruto's getting fairy tale levels of bad. That's what I've been hearing around the community, and I wholeheartedly agree. This chapter, however, is leagues better than the last one. Now, to summarize it, basically it's the Alliance versus Jubito tug of war style. Now, I would have thought this was a shitty, terrible idea if it wasn't mentioned, if it didn't have relevance at the beginning of this war when Naruto was trying to take command of the Kyuubi chakra with the tug of war. So, you can't complain about that. You can't. It's basically the same concept. Nobody complained about it back then. There's no reason to complain about it now. So, that's basically the gist of what goes down here. So, we see basically the remaining Biju flying outward, and we can see their faces. They're all very recognizable. You can see the one tails, the eight tails, so on and so forth. And basically, that's it. They're tug of warring. Now, there are a few very interesting things that I really liked about this chapter, and basically, the same thing comes from Naruto's side, and they force through and they connect, right? But the thing is, they don't have the one and the eight tails. They don't have the one tail because we all know that used to belong to Gar, and eight tails used to belong to B. They don't have the eight tails because the eight tails chakra is within Obito, not the eight tails itself. You understand how that works. We all remember. So, fucking yes, Gaara's like, the Ichibi used to be connected to me, I'll do it. And I'm like, yes, is he gonna get the fucking one tails back? Is he gonna get the one tails back? Because it's been highly debated as to whether or not Gaara is weaker or stronger since he lost to Shukaku. I want to say stronger, but there's the amount of power you have to transcend in order to be stronger than you were when you had a fucking Biju in you is unimaginable. That takes some real ninja skill, I promise you. Imagine Naruto without the Nine Tails, and then having to surpass that power. You understand? So, Gaara, as strong as he is, with the fucking One Tails, is just going to be... The only problem, though, is I don't see how he's going to use it in battle. He might fight Madara with it, but I don't see it beating him. That job's probably going to be to Naruto or Sasuke or something along the lines of that. So, but at least he gets the One Tails. That if there's any significance in that, and that is that he can be his friend and he can connect with the One Tails the way Naruto did with the Nine Tails, and that would be awesome as fuck. I promise you that would be. So B does basically the same thing. I imagine it would be an easier job of him since it's just the chakra, not the actual eight tails itself. So they're playing tug of war, right? Awesome. You get to see basically Shikamaru along with Ino using her mind technique to, of course, give a message to out the rest of the alliance. And basically what he's saying is that you know, we can win, etc., etc., etc. And basically, the power that they can use it to defeat Obito. So, interesting. We got some leadership skills from Shikamaru. I was hoping that this entire final arc war would finish under the command of Shikamaru. Like, Shikamaru, okay, like Naruto and Sasuke or whoever would win the war would win it, but the plan would be constructed by Shikamaru. That means Shikamaru would basically have helped win the war, and it's like, holy crap, this is like some major foreshadowing for him to be Naruto's advisor when Naruto becomes Hokage or something along the lines of that. That would be fucking cool as shit. So, Obito spouts some bullshit. What else is new? Oh, don't underestimate the power of the Jinchuriki of the Jubi. It's the same as the Sage of Six Paths. Bitch, your sword, that Sage of the Six Paths sword, was clearly not on the level of what the Sage's real sword used to be. So, we all know you're a mock Sage. You're full of shit. You're full of shit, Obito. You're strong as dick. I won't lie. But you're not on the level of the Sage. You just can't be. I'm sorry. You just can't be. So, everyone gets the chakra cloaks. Not the Sage mode, like fucking... I'm sorry, cubic chakra cloaks. But they get the normal cloaks that they had before. Okay? Because they disappeared a couple chapters ago and they brought it back. And dude, This panel was the most confusing shit that I ever saw, but when I thought about it, I was like, oh my god. Like, it looks like these coral reefs are attached to strings, and then I'm like, oh my god, those are people! There's a fuckload of them. There's just a shitload. Like, if I remember correctly, the Alliance was 40,000 when it first started. I imagine there's about half of that left. So, maybe less. That's a lot of fucking people pulling at once. So, it's good that they assisted in some manner, one way or another. So, they're pulling on the goddamn thing, and Obito is in this white dimension of sorts in his own head. He's seeing the village. He's basically thinking to himself, am I regretting all of this? And at that point, I'm like, yeah, this is Takuma Jutsu finally working. But I don't hate it that much because of the fact that he wasn't beaten with Takuma Jutsu. He was beaten by Naruto and then Takuma Jutsu. I'm at least glad Kishimoto went that route, because if it was just like, I'm kicking your ass, you shouldn't do this. You're right. I give up. You know what I mean? And then this is the translations. It's like, Obito's like, stop. Don't come inside me. Do you have any idea how much yaoi fanfiction is going to come from this with Naruto and Obito? Fuck. Come on, Kishi. Well, it's not his fault. I'm sure it's just the fucking, the translations. But it's like, fuck. That you couldn't sound more dirty if you wanted to. You couldn't. So Naruto basically says, I understand that you wanted to become Hokage like me. So I'm going to basically rip that mask off of you. And of course, this is not a literal mask. This is a figurative mask. Saying, I'm going to unmask who you are and uncover the truth. That's essentially the end of the chapter. Now, things I might expect is that we're going to go through a chapter or two, maybe more, of Obito's past, more in depth. Maybe it'll give him some better character development. Naruto, of course, is going to end up Takuma Jutsuing him out. There's no other way out of it. I don't see any other way. And there's a possibility that Obito will pull off some Rin Tensei hacks no jutsu plot convenience bullshit and bring back Neji. I might be able to deal with this depending on how they work it out. So, that's the chapter. Maybe Madara will kill Obito. Finally. So, yeah, it's confirmed. Obito's not going to be the final villain. It's either going to be Madara or Orochimaru. If he pulls some crazy ass claw back from the depths of hell, I was fooling around. I just wanted an Uchiha body and I took over Madara's, or something like that, you know. So that's my chapter. This was a decent chapter. On a scale of 1 to 5, I'm going to give it a 3. That's much better than last week's. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Bleach will be coming up next. No One Piece this week, of course. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all next time.